Oh my goodness, this must be my very favorite capsule wardrobe of 9 pieces with 2 pieces of additional outerwear. And I did a previous video on this actual capsule wardrobe where I go into detail about each of the pieces that I incorporated into the wardrobe, as well as some links for some of the pieces that are still available. A lot of the items are also just part of my curated wardrobe, so I also put some links in there of similar items if I could find them. So this video is really to show you the outfits that I put together with those 9 pieces. And I have to say, I never ever felt like I was wearing the same thing twice, even though many days I was wearing the same pants 2 days in a row, or I'd wear the skirt 2 days in a row. And because I had so many scarves with me of different fabrics, of different weights, it really enabled me to kind of play around with the scarves every day. So I really felt like I was wearing something different all the time. The other great thing is I was able to pack a belt that went with my pants, my skirt, and my sweater dress. So I was able to kind of cut down on those types of accessories, and that's where I was able to bring extra scarves with me. I did also bring 2 additional pairs of shoes with me besides the boots that I'm wearing most of the time in this particular video, because it was quite cold. So I didn't have as much of an opportunity to wear the other shoes just because of the temperatures and also because of the weather. So I wasn't obviously going to go out in rain, in ballet flats, or in fabric tennis shoes. So the boots ended up being kind of my ride or die for most of the trip, and especially when I got to Paris because it snowed. So I definitely had to have waterproof boots. And one of the nice things also about this capsule wardrobe is that I did incorporate jackets, like this denim jacket that has interior pockets. The outerwear vest that I have in this photo also has interior pockets. So along with my trench jacket, I can't say always, but most of the time I was wearing one of those 3 items, and it enabled me to be able to keep my credit cards, cash, and passport close on my person at all times without having to wear or fool around with a money belt. So I always felt completely safe with having my belongings kind of up against me, if you will, or in a zippered pocket, which was really nice. So the cool thing too was that I did go between 2 cities in Italy. So I'm in Florence here, but I was also in a town further south called Arezzo, and the weather was still nice enough that I could dress perfectly for all climates. I also picked up this cute hat from a little Italian nonna at the little Christmas market that they had, and it came in really handy when I arrived in Paris so that I could stay warm and keep my head covered, which was really important. I also met some other amazing friends while I was there that I haven't seen in a year or so, and just having this perfect capsule really enabled me to feel great, no matter if I was sightseeing or if I was having a business meeting or I was meeting friends for dinner or drinks. I always felt completely put together, and I was warm, I was comfortable, and I had everything I needed without having to bring a giant heavy coat. I also did a video about that where I show you how I layered and took these outerwear pieces with me so that I could actually brave the snowy winter weather in Paris. So look for those in the description box below, and that will help you to kind of get an idea of how maybe you can also pack lighter. I did take this backpack with me. It was my travel-on backpack that I was able to take and use for during my trip, and I packed it. I didn't carry it with me, but I did pack it and was able to use that pretty consistently throughout the trip. And I felt safe too because it's slash proof and cut proof and all of those things. So when you're in a busy tourist area, it does feel a little bit more comfortable even when you're actually on a metro or on a train. And another really important factor is that you bring long underclothes with you if you're going to encounter super cold weather. What I did ahead of time was I tried everything on, even with the long underwear, to make sure that no matter what I was wearing when I was in Paris, the dress, the skirt, or the pants, that I would have long underwear or have the option to wear the long underwear so that I would stay warm, because I didn't have a heavy winter coat with me. So it kept me super warm. I never felt like I was wearing too many items of clothing, and you can see that we were bundled up but happily warm, and we went out for a full day of sightseeing, and I enjoyed just being able to see Paris on a walking level for that day. Also had a little bit of baguette before I left, and this is my travel outfit on my way home. So happy to have been in Europe and had this special time, and thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned. There's a whole lot more.